Police in the Western Cape are following leads now in connection with the mass shootings that took place in the province, killing 11 people over the weekend. Police have now offered a reward of 100,000 rand for information that will lead to the arrests in the two cases in Langa and Gugulethu. That's where the two shootings took place. Well, investigators in Khayelitsha say that they are following up a lead as well. 5 people were killed in Langa and 3 in Gugulethu. A further 3 were murdered in Khayelitsha. The Police Commissioner in the Western Cape, Sizakhele Dyantyi, says that gun violence and extortion remain a big problem in the Western Cape. Let's take you live now to Langa Township in Cape Town, bring in SABC News reporter Corbin August. And Corbin, you've been able to speak to neighbours as well as the families of some of the victims. What are they telling you?
Well, yes, indeed. Good day to you and to the viewers. Of course, it's a day of sadness and a period that has been characterized by immense shock here in the community of Langa, where one of these mass shootings occurred. Of course, in the shooting incident which occurred here in Langa, 5 people lost their lives. And today we are visiting the area and we've spoken to some of the people, and one of the families of one of the deceased is actually holding a prayer service here today. And of course, that's to remember their loved one who passed away so tragically, and also just to pay tribute to Ayabonga Gaka, who was one of those people who lost their lives here in Langa. But we are joined now by the uncle of Ayabonga Gaka, Mr. Bongile Gaka, who can maybe just share some of their feelings and their sentiments that they are currently feeling following this sad fate that has befallen them. Sir, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to the SABC. So maybe let's just perhaps start with this tragic passing of your nephew Ayabonga. Just how is the family feeling currently?
Sizive kabuhlungu kakhulu tata ngokuswelekelwa kwethu nguAyabonga. uAyabonga ibingumntana cleaner apha endlini. Utata wakhe ungumuntu ongekho right, on a stroke. Like uAyabonga ebezama ukwenzela utata wakhe isidudu amnikeza ipilisi clean apha endlini. Mama wakhe uyaphangela, utata akaphangeli. So siziva sichokekile kakhulu, asimazi umuntu ozawuthi agcine utata wakhe safe ngokwalo mzuzu ngoba uAyabonga eswelekile.
And for today, we're here at the family home. Maybe you've mentioned it already, but just the plans here at the home and just the family members who have come together, maybe just for this prayer service.
Yeah, abantu balapha bazozama ukuthuthuzela ifamily leyo evebuhlungu kakhulu ngoku bayibonke abantu balapha sifamily sifriend ngabantu bokuhlala apha elokishini abazothuduza lo mzi wakwagaqa bamanoko kumeko esiphansi kwayo sizibone sibhetele.
And just with the passing now of Ayabonga, just did he have any children, any people who he's leaving behind?
uAyabonga kanamntwana unobrother wakhe ababini, ibe ngusister wakhe oyi-1, ibe ngumama wakhe notata wakhe, akanaye umntwana, akanaye umfasi.
And then maybe you can also just share some more of the plans going forward, just with perhaps the memorial service and the funeral service, and just what it looks like now for the family.
Okolomzuzu sisaplana ukuthi sizakwenza njani na, mara noba sodibana this weekend ba sizoplana sithini njani ngaye. Sizimisela ukuthi simthathe apha eKapa yongcwatywa eMthatha, mara asikabikho sure ukuthi sodibanisa sithini sile family ba utata akaphangeli, umuntu ophangela apha endlini ngumama yedwa.
Well, Bongile, thank you so very much for your time, and we understand it's a very difficult period for you and the family. We wish you all of the best in this time of grief. In Koskakulu. Well, of course, that was the uncle of one of those who died in one of these mass shootings, the one which occurred here in Langa over the weekend. And that was Ayabonga Gaka, who died in one of those shootings. He was one of 5 people who died in that mass shooting here in Langa. And of course, as you indicated earlier, that was one of 3 mass shootings, with the other 2 which occurred in Gugulethu and Khayelitsha, where 3 people also died respectively in each of those shooting incidents. But of course, the family here is still reeling in shock, still struggling to come to terms with their loss, and also talking about plans going forward, just as they continue to remember the memory of their loved one. Back to you in studio.
Corbin, thank you very much for that. Corbin August speaking to a relative of one of the men who were killed during those mass shootings, 3 of them that took place in the Western Cape over the weekend. A reward of 100,000 rand has now been issued by the police in the province.